Welcome to my Google Slide presentation. So if you are needing to create a Google Slide presentation, the first thing you're going to do is open your Google Chrome, open up a new tab, and you're going to go to, hopefully if you have a Google account, you can go to your Google Drive. So if you go to your Gmail, go up here to the little 9 dots and click on that. Go down and click on Google Drive. That will open up your Google Drive here. You can see this is my Google Drive, all the things I have saved in it. I'm going to go over here to New, click on New. I want to go down here and I want to create a Google Slide, so I'm going to create a Google Slide presentation. And here is my blank presentation. So I'm just going to walk you through how to do a couple of the things, how to set up new slides, how to choose a theme, some of those kinds of things. If you've used PowerPoint, this is very similar. If not, I have another video showing how to do a PowerPoint presentation that I can also send. But so basically over here you've got some suggestions for different themes. Basically a theme is how your slides are going to look. Okay, so you can kind of see some of the different things here that you can do. So you can choose any of these themes you want. If you just want a blank one though, you can just do a blank one. And you can actually go up and add your own backgrounds and your own layouts. So what I could do, let's say I want to do a plain one, I could go back here, change my background. Let's just say I want to do a solid color. Okay, so maybe I want to make all of my slides kind of this gray in the background. And I would say add to theme, and that would mean that every slide I created in this theme, unless I change it or tell it to do something different, it's going to have that color background. You can also do that with an image. So you could go here, choose an image. I could choose one that I've already got here saved in my computer, like a photo, or on my Google Drive, or I can go in here and search. So let's say I want to do, let's say, scenery. Okay. So I've got all these different sceneries. Let's see. The only trouble with choosing a scenery is you want to be careful that it has kind of a neutral background, that if you put words over the top of it, you're going to be able to read the words, okay? So you don't want something that's got a lot of contrast. You want something that's kind of all similar in colors. Let's see. So I'm just going to choose one just to show you. So let's say I choose this one. And down here, a little insert button pops up. And I say insert. And I say done. And now I've got this as my background. Now I can, if I want to apply that to all of my slides, when I go up here, I can either choose a new slide and get a blank one, or if I want to have that same background, whoops, oh, sorry, hold on, I did something funny here. So the other little thing you might just see me do, this undo button. Anytime you do something and you accidentally realize, oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do, you can click this arrow and it'll take you back. It'll undo what you did, okay? So again, what I was going to say is if you wanted to use this same background, but on a new slide, I can go up here and I can apply, where did it go? Not apply layout, that would be how my slide is arranged. I can do duplicate slide, and now I've got the same background. But for argument's sake, I'm just going to go over here and choose a generic theme. It'll be easier for you to see. So here, I'm going to choose this one. Oops, all right. Let me go up here and change my theme completely. I'm going to delete these slides. Delete, delete. Okay, so here I've got my black background. Your first slide is typically going to be your title slide, so I want to go up here and make it a title slide again. So here, these are the layouts. So these are all the different ways you can lay out your slide. So this one obviously is a title. So I can put my title here, and maybe I put the name of my country. Down here I put my name and the date. And then maybe on the next slide I just want a title and a body paragraph. Or maybe I want a title and 2 columns. So these are all different examples. You can also just choose a blank slide. We'll do that here. Let me type in. So let's say I'm going to do United States. Down here, I'm going to put my name, and then I'm going to put date. Okay, just to give you an example. Okay, so now I want a new slide. I'm going to go up here and I can just click on the little plus button. It's going to give me a new slide. So now it gave me one that's got a title and then a big box here for body text. So I'm going to say, though, that I want a blank slide. Okay, this one has nothing. The nice thing about this is then you can put whatever you want on it. And there's a couple different ways to do that. So let me show you real quick a couple of them. Up here, I go to my Insert tab. I can insert an image, which you're probably going to want to do that because you're going to need to add some images and some to some of your slides. So the way you can do that is insert an image. I can go down here again. I can, if I've got them saved on my computer, I can upload it right from my computer, or I can search the web. I can also look on my drive, my photos, but most of the time you're going to be searching the web. So let's say I want a U.S. flag. Okay, so here I've got U.S. flag images, and here I've got some, let's see, I think I like this one, so I'm going to choose this one. Again, I click on it, I get this little insert button, and it's going to put it here. Now let's say I want to put some words though, okay? Maybe I want to put the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, so I'm going to manipulate my picture here. And the nice thing about Google Slides is you can put this picture anywhere you want on the page. Make it as big or as small as you want. But now I'm going to insert a text box because I want to put some words. So I went again up here to Insert, down here to Text Box, and it's going to tell me it's going to ask me where I want it. So I put my little plus. I want to put it right here in the middle. And of course, it's just going to plop it down. And I can move it around and make it however big or small I want and put it wherever I want it. Just by using, whenever you've got these little, you want the double arrows, that's how you're going to move it. So if I've got the double arrows, I can move it wherever I want. If I've got that kind of arrow, that makes it bigger or smaller. Now it's not going to make it bigger because I don't have any text in it. So let's go back up here, and I'm going to go back to Image, and I'm going to search the web. And this time I'm going to put the Pledge of Allegiance. Here we go, Pledge of Allegiance text. And it's going to give me some examples here. So I'm going to choose one of these. I just want a simple one. Well, all right, let's just choose, that's a video. That's something different. You can insert videos as well. Well, goodness sakes here. Okay, I guess I will go up to this one. I wasn't going to use this one, but it's like the easiest one for now. Okay, so here I've got my text box with my Pledge of Allegiance in it. And I've got my picture of the flag. And so maybe that is my slide. And maybe since this one has a flag, I don't need this extra flag and I could put a picture of something else. But that kind of gives you an idea, okay? So let's try something else. I'm going to insert another slide. Again, this one's blank, but this time I want a title and a paragraph box here. So maybe I give a title, let's see, Map of the US, okay? And then down here, I could either put some text or I could insert another picture, whatever I want to do. But here I want to show you how you can manipulate and change some of this text. So let's say here I've got Map of the United States, but I want a different font. Okay, so just like you do in a Word document, I can go up here and I can choose any of the fonts that are listed here. Okay, so let's see, I'm going to choose this one. And then let's say I want to make it bigger. Again, I'm just going to keep it highlighted and I'm going to play around with my little button here. Again, I can move this. You can also, most of the things you can do with Word documents, you can also do here on a PowerPoint. If I had a different colored background, maybe I want to change the color of my text, and I can even do it here. Let's say I want to make my text red, okay? So that's some of the things you can do there. You can change the alignment of your text here, just like you would in a Word document. You can change the spacing here. This gives you some more tools. You can add numbers, you can add bullets. What else would be some things you would want to know how to do? Those are going to be the main things you're going to need to know how to do for your project. The other thing that's important is with a Google slide, anything in the Google Drive, it automatically saves your work as you're working. So you don't have to remember to go in and tell it to save. The one thing you do want to remember to do though is go up here to where it says Untitled Presentation, click on it and give it a name. So it's going to give it this title because that was the title I put on my first page, but you can call it whatever you want. So I could call it Country Report Sample, okay? And then hit enter, and it's going to save it here with this title for you, okay? So then if I click out of my Google back into my Drive over here, I'm going to see a little icon and it's going to say Country Report Sample, and I can just click on that and open it up and start working on it again, okay? So let's see, what else do I want to show you? The other thing you're going to want to do when you are done and you are ready to submit it to me is you're going to want to go up here to this share button. Okay, so you're going to click on share. It's going to pop this up here, and you are going to put in, you can either do one of two things. You can copy this link right here, and then you could copy that link in and paste it into an email and just email it to me that way. Or you can simply type my email address. So my Gmail is fam93@gmail.com. Okay, and that pops it up right there. So I share it with me. Over here, you want to be careful. Obviously, I'm not going to go in and make any changes to it, but if you were to send it to someone else and you don't want them to be able to make any changes, you're going to want to make sure you change their little box here that says viewer. So all they can do is see what you sent them. They can't make any changes to it. Okay. And then you're going to hit the send button. This is going to pop up in my inbox and I'm going to be able to open it and take a look at what you did. Okay. So we don't need to do that right now. So I'm going to close that out. So those are the main things. Again, refer to your rubric and make sure that you have every one of those pieces from the rubric in your presentation somewhere, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to follow that order that it's listed there. As long as you've got all the elements, then you will get the points that, that are assigned to it. The other thing is you want to be careful with Google. They're not as thorough as, say, Word might be in terms of checking for grammar and spelling. So when you're done putting all your information in, you might want to have somebody else go back and just proofread it for you and double check, make sure you don't have any spelling or grammatical errors. If you have any questions or are wanting to do something else that maybe I didn't show you how to do, send me a message and I will do my best. Or you can just stop me in class sometime and say, hey, could you show me how to do this particular thing? I'm not sure how to do that on my Google Slides, and I can show you. Okay? All right. Thank you very much.